Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to one of my late night talks. We're gonna be talking about a game that I have been playing for quite a minute now. I used to play back in the day, Overwatch 2. And the minute I booted up the game, it's free. You can just download it right now if you haven't played it. Comparison to how it used to come out for like $60 back in the day. I picked it back up, and I picked up back my main. If it's not really a surprise, the Edgelord himself, Reaper. Now, this story, we're going to be talking about Reaper as a whole, what made his character, what led him to who he is now, vice versa. So, to start it off with, Reaper's real name is Gabriel Reyes Soldier 24. Back in the day, he was one of the first. Actually, I think he's like one of the characters with the oldest of lore about all of them because of Soldier 24. He was basically the 24th super soldier besides Soldier 76. 76 and him went into Overwatch and basically saved the world against the war against the robots. However, the downside about that is they chose Soldier 76, Jack, to be the poster boy of basically the hero, basically the Captain America of Overwatch. And Reyes basically got, cited. He didn't really get any kind of fame. All he was basically another soldier. So, which prompted him to make an organization called Blackwatch with Genji, McCree, and Moira. And the four group just went on secret missions by basically, most of them involved murder and most of them involved intel, but Blackwatch was basically the Punishers of Overwatch. Now, Overwatch didn't quite agree with Blackwatch. Jack and Reyes never agreed with each other, so it became an all-out war inside the Overwatch headquarters. Their fight basically crumbled the building on top of them, and both were presumed dead. Now, Jack escaped, but basically he's the same with a scar across his face. But Reyes was different. Reyes came back not as human, he came back as the being called Reaper. Now, a little backstory about Reaper's abilities. Reaper's abilities came from Moira. Moira was a scientist and also kind of like a doctor. And she was testing these abilities to wraith around on herself, and basically what Reaper was one of her subjects of this ability, and he was using it in Blackwatch as well to get through, infiltrate their missions, get to their target, and everything else. With that said, though, Reaper came back as the being of basically a wraith. Now, Reaper has the downside of regeneration and degeneration at the same time. He is both alive and dead. He's in constant pain and constant hell. He could leech off at health basically from his guns, which we presume is coming from his body. I'm assuming because he just throws them around. I don't know why that is. He could teleport, wraith, and he could basically, in his wraith form, he could get rid of any kind of poison and any kind of debuffs and all that. He can also be hacked, so I'm assuming some of his body parts are robotic, but we could get into that later. Reaper as himself is basically hunting down members of Overwatch and killing them. So the long story short is that Reaper basically got cited because Jack Morrison was the poster boy, he was the pretty boy, and basically named the hero of the world, while Reyes was just not even, no one cared about him, even though he did mostly the work. Anyways, that's a little backstory about Reaper. That's literally about it. I really enjoy playing him. He has some ability called Death Blossom, which he really does like a full 360 of shooting his shotguns all over the place while also leeching health. When the game first came out, he used to have the ability to see souls after he kills them and eats them to gain more health back. They don't have that anymore in the game. They kind of just whatever. He'll just heal off of damage, which is more viable, honestly, and a little bit more broken. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's the story about Reaper. It was just something I was thinking about one late night, and I was like, man, that's a really messed up story. Very edgy. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this video, and please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. If you guys want to see more of these videos, I have a couple more on the playlist already. Link will be in the description. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later.